If tomorrow morning you woke up and your dog magically had the power of speech, what would be the first thing he would say to you?
It's a great question. My dog, she just broke a blood vessel in her ear. And it was the same weekend that my wife had flown to New York for the first time. So I had the baby and the dog. And she's breastfeeding, so it's just me and like all the breast milk and the baby. And the baby loves every dog and wants to pet every single dog. And the Akita wants to fight every single dog. And so it was me being like, all right, so let's... and I grabbed the baby and I put him into the front holder. But he's 16 months, but he's also like 100 percentile, like off the charts, so he's giant. So it's me with like a giant baby attached to the front of me, with the Akita with a blood vessel broken ear, so it's one ear up and one ear down. And the way that I run her is that she's got a racing harness for sled dogs, and I put a carabiner on there and a rope and a skateboard, and she pulls me all through Malibu and the Palisades. So she's got this racing harness, me in a rock climbing rope, carrying her into the car, him in his seat, and then getting out of the seat at the VCA, putting the baby back on me, and then trying to navigate with a baby who wants to pet every dog and an Akita who wants to attack every dog as I'm trying to get this dog to go in and get surgery on its ear. And the doctor was like, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in there and put the dog under, and the surgeon's going to do a procedure where they put in a stent, and we're going to drain the ear out. And then I was like, okay, well, putting him under, that sounds pricey. Anesthesiologist? And they're like, yeah. I was like, phew. So then if you're going to put him under, it means you got to do blood work, right? And he goes, yeah, blood work. And I was like, ugh, how much is that? And he was like, $2,000. And I was like, $2,000? And I said, Doc, I'm from Iowa, and this has happened before. It's not life-threatening at all. It's more cosmetic as it builds up and then it breaks the cartilage and the thing and the ear will go down. I was like, if I was in Iowa, I would just every day drain it myself with a needle. And I was like, but that's not going to happen because I don't have time to do it. This is what a kid strapped to me, and the dog is still running around with this. I'm talking about it. He goes, so there's got to be some sort of alternative in which that this works, that I can drain your ear. And so we had the doctor do it. They just sedated her, and they put in this little tube thing, and it was like $350. But now I come home and I manually like drain the ear every single night. So I'm sure she would be like, "What are you doing? Why not just pay the $2,000? It would have been so fine.
You're on television.
Why don't you have an Audi? Why don't you?" But it's this way it's working, and her cartilage is coming back up, and it's all been fine. But we have these very intimate moments at night where she knows I need to do it. I said, all right, come over here. And she comes over here with a little ear. And she also has the cone of shame. But the cone of shame she ripped off the first day. So then I went out and got an inner tube, and now the inner tube is around her neck. And she keeps trying to claw it. So then I put snowboard socks on her paws. So now I have an Akita with snowboard socks electrically taped, 2 of them apiece because they're really thick. So 2 snowboard socks electrically taped onto her arm, and then her back paw, right paw, back paw. So now when she itches it, she's got an inner tube, and then she's itching it with a snowboard sock, and then I go over there and I drain it every night. So we're having some really bonding moments, my dog and me. So the answer to your question is, I think she would just be like, you love me, you really love me. Because I could have just paid to have it done, but instead it's me every night with this dog draining her poor little ear with her snowboard socks and her inner tube ear.